Hi everyone, I'm Miss Sarah, and this is Family Storytime on June 2nd. Let's get started with Shake Your Sillies Out.
Gotta shake, shake, shake my sillies out. Shake my sillies out. Shake my sillies out. Wiggle my waggles away. I gotta clap my crazies out. Clap my crazies out. Clap my crazies out. And wiggle my waggles away. I gotta jump my jiggles out.
Jump,
My jiggles out.
jump
My jiggles out. And wiggle my waggles away.
away.
I gotta yawn my sleepies out. Yawn my sleepies out. Yawn my sleepies out. And wiggle my waggles away. I gotta shake my sillies out.
Shake
My sillies out.
shake
My sillies out. And wiggle my waggles away.
wiggle my waggles away. Good job, everyone. Now it's time for our first book called Whose Garden Is It? By Marianne Hoberman and illustrated by Jane Dyer, and it was published by Gulliver Books. Mrs. McGee went walking out one day, and as she was cheerfully wending her way, she passed by a garden with color so bright she had never seen such a beautiful sight. How splendid, how pleasant, how simply exquisite! This garden is perfect, but whose garden is it? The gardener answered, "It's clear as can be. This garden, you see, belongs only to me. I am the owner, and everyone knows it. I am the person who plants it and grows it. See how I keep it in first-rate condition? No one can come here without my permission." The gardener bowed and allowed her to pass. We went back to weeding and seeding the grass. He grumbled to see some lettuce was gone, and stampled on some strange bumpy lumps in the lawn. Then Mrs. McGee heard a sharp little squeak. Up hopped a rabbit who started to speak. He says it's his, but I cannot agree. If no one can come here, then what about me? I've lived here my whole life. Just see how I dine. He grows me my dinner. This garden is mine. Not so, sniffed the woodchuck from under a wall. You eat just a little, but I eat it all. I gobble each bud and each leaf and each vine. I eat the whole garden. This garden is mine. I wonder who's next. It's mine, the bird twittered from high in a tree. The worms in the garden were put there for me. Not so, sighed the worm. Why, I make this soil fine, and that's why I'm put here. This garden is mine. It's mine, the wasp grumbled. I've built a fine nest here. It's mine, buzzed the honeybee. You're just a pest here. I pollinate flowers. It's easy to see. This garden would not even be without me. Or me, bragged the butterfly, begging your pardon. I, too, spread the pollen all over this garden. It's mine, squeaked the squash bug. No, mine, whined the flea. No, mine, snapped the beetle. It's planted for me. Not so, the snake hissed down from under a pine. I feast on you fellows. This garden is mine. Uh-oh. Who do you think the garden belongs to? It's mine, groaned the mole. It is full of my furrows. It's mine, squeaked the vole. See bumps and my burrows. The toads and the turtles, the squirrels and the hares, the chipmunks, the crickets, all claimed it was theirs. I like all of their little outfits. Then Miss McGee heard a hum in her ear. Who's that calling her? What did she hear? It's mine, the plant rustled. I blossom in season. If this is a garden, then I am the reason. No, mine, a weed whistled, aware in the breeze. You have to be planted. I grow where I please. It's mine, breathed the soil. That is perfectly clear. Nothing could grow here if I were not here. It is mine, barked the tree, for I shelter and shade you, and my leaves fall year by year. I have made you. Wow. It's mine, smiled the sun, shining down on the tree. I bring that heat. I bring light. Nothing lives without me. Nothing lives without me. That is perfectly plain. My showers bring flowers. It's mine, cried the rain. Then Miss McGee heard a faint little sound. Something was murmuring under the ground, something that seems as if she were quite near it. Holding her breath, she bent over to hear it. It's mine, the seed whispered. Although I am small, I am the beginning, the start of it all. The others may help me, but all of them know without me to grow from, no garden would grow. The sun was now setting, the day growing late. The gardener called as she walked out of the gate. Now wasn't my garden a fine place to visit? But she still kept wondering. Are you still wondering? Pondering, wondering. Whose garden is it? Whose garden is it? The end. Okay, now we're going to do a fun action rhyme called The Little Seed. So, I want you to pretend that you are a seed that has just been planted in a garden. And so you gotta crouch up on the ground as if you've just been planted and don't jump up until I say, yes, I will. So, I'll do an example. Little seed in the ground, sitting so still. Little seed, will you sprout? Yes, I will. And then you jump up. Okay, let's try it. Little seed in the ground, sitting so still. Little seed, will you sprout? Yes, I will. And jump up. Good job, guys. So now it's time for our second book, and it is titled Up, Down, Around, and it was written by Katherine Ayres and illustrated by Nadine Bernard Westcott and published by the Candlewick Press. Okay. In the dirt, we'll dig a row, drop some seeds, and watch them grow. Dirt piles up, seeds go down, water splashes around and around. Corn grows up, carrots grow down. Has anyone ever planted corn or carrots before? I just harvested some carrots from my own garden. Cucumbers climb around and around. Peppers grow up, potatoes grow down. A potato is a root vegetable. Pumpkins vine around and around. That's a big pumpkin patch. Broccoli grows up Beets grow down. I also grew beets in my own garden. Green beans wind around and around. Okra grows up and onions grow down. Tomatoes twine around and around. That's quite the scarecrow. Fresh and tasty. Get a bunch. Pick some, pull some. Let's have lunch. And that's the end. That made me pretty hungry for lunch. Okay, so now we're gonna do another rhyme called There's Something in My Garden. So I have some puppets, and this is a potted ivy plant that we are gonna pretend for the purposes of this rhyme that it's a garden. Okay, let's get started. There's something in my garden. What could it be? There's something in my garden that I can't really see. Hear its funny sound? Ribbit, ribbit. A frog is what I found. Ribbit, ribbit. There's something in my garden. Now what could it be? There's something in my garden that I can't really see. Hear its funny sound? Thump, thump. A rabbit is what I found. Thump, thump, thump. It's hopping through the garden. There's something in my garden that I can't, or now what could it be? There's something in my garden that I can't really see. Hear its funny sound? Squeak, squeak, squeak. A mouse is what I found. Squeak, squeak, squeak. There's something in my garden. Now what could it be? There's something in my garden that I can't really see. Hear its funny sound? Caw, caw. A crow is what I found. Caw, caw. There's something in my garden. Now what could it be? There's something in my garden that I can't really see. Hear its funny sound? Buzz, buzz. A bee is what I found. Buzz, buzz, buzz. All right, that's it. Good job, everyone. So the third and final book is titled Plant This Tiny Seed, and it was written by Christie Matheson and published by Harper Collins Publishers. So this book has some actions to it, so if you'd like to do them along with me, that would be great. Plant the tiny seed. There's magic in this tiny seed. Press it down and count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Plant another, then one more. Press them down and count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wiggle your fingers to add some water. Uh-oh. Like that. That's enough. Next, rub the sun to make it hotter. You can see they're sprouting. Tap the cloud and wish for rain. Everyone make a wish. Clap to bring the sun again. Get sunny. Ah, find the worm. Look for his tail. Does anyone see the worm? It's right there. Shoo away the hungry snail. Go away, snail. Leave my plants alone. Tell the little bud good night. Good night, little bud. There it is. Guess what you'll see in the morning light. What do you guys think we'll see? Wow! Now point to the purple flower. It's beautiful. Bzzz. Tap the cloud again. It's another rain shower. And the red flower has bloomed. Let's skip on. Oh. Touch the blossoms gently, please. Very gently. Ooh, now jiggle the plants to scatter the seeds. The purple flower needs a clip. Swipe across the stem, snip, snip. Close your eyes and wave your hands in the air. Oh, look, there's magic everywhere. And now all the bugs can enjoy the flowers. And that's the end. Great job, everyone. Thanks for doing the actions with me, and I hope this book encourages you and the others to plant a garden and watch the seeds grow. This concludes Family Storytime for June 2nd. So you know what that means. It's time for the goodbye song. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. I'll see you on June 16th. Bye, everyone. See you then.